candlestick down low.
He revealed himself at that point, like, hey, listen, I know I can't do much at this point. We're top 3. It's the best I can do. Take me up, brother.
I think Anthony just thought that he won.
No way, man.
You don't think so?
No. He was following the zone. He kind of comes out. He has to at that point. He has no more plays left, and that was it.
Well, was he looking? Well, yeah, I mean, surely he was looking up because the elimination happened. It wasn't near him. So, yeah, he had to have been looking up. And then at that point, you're just like, well, that's that.
Yeah, but, the touch on the play styles that things have kind of shifted. Yesterday, we saw a lot of brute hopping around with the Infinity Blade. Today, a lot more conservative play coming out.
Yeah.
Placements.
Yeah, and I don't know how much I like that because I like that the players were using the Infinity Blade.
You enjoy the chaos?
No. I just like that players are using the blade to knock everyone off of the high ground so that this way they had to come down to their level and then you can rack up the eliminations. But let's look at some of the crazy moments that led to the conclusion of match 2. Slobbings, superstar alert. There you go. Lined it up right onto Natty's face. Well done. Does it a couple times this game.
Oh, yeah. He connects, man. And it's Slobbings who takes care of Aiden as well in a very close exchange.
Very true. Aiden was weak.
Yeah.
Aiden was weak. He took the fight anyway. Slobbings had the confidence. He was able to stay alive and win that one out. Ruck's another one. This was fun when he you think you're safe from the quad. No. Not going to happen. And then Tahao, he just dived on in. Eclipse fell to the Stormwing.
Yeah, we saw Tahao putting in good work there. I think he ends up with like 5 eliminations or so. Pretty good game for him. Jacob here, we were just praising him, and then he lands right into another player. There's no look at Slobbings. Marksmanship right here.
He was on fire.
Yeah.
He was on fire. And, the heavy sniper is very powerful, but he was lining up some beauties. And then 72 hours right at the end. He had 3 eliminations. He had a lot of HP. And then he says, wait a minute. There's going to be a player right underneath me.
200 IQ play right here. It kind of sneaks on over to the side. And that is the winning shot for him. Because had that med kick gone off, wasn't going to happen.
And then followed it up with the assault rifle shots on to the Infinity Blade player. Now, Legend will still have the first place spot, but 72 hours moves up 41 placements to second place. Anthony moves up to the top 4. Outlet is still going to stay alive in that top 3, but a lot of new faces here in the standings, Monster.
Yeah, you have Ifabot who moves up 25 ranks, slobbing all the way up to 69 plus ranks, 89 ranks on Tahao. Just quite the game for a lot of these players coming out and making 2 points for themselves.
JT, our Infinity Blade player for a chunk of that game, only was able to move up a couple of placements from that. He got 1 point from that game. Chap there as well. Some other names. Vivid dropping 11 spots. Saf dropping 18 spots. Nolan coming up 11. Kenneth at that 47th. Kenneth has just been kind of quiet these first 2 games.
Yeah, these players are like just falling shy of the elimination threshold.
Yeah, and that's rough because
it's frustrating.
It is. You're like, okay, I picked up 2 and now I got to get ready for this 3rd one, and then out of nowhere you just get dropped. You're like, dang it, I could have picked it up.
Yeah, it's definitely frustrating when
these
players are like all this hard work, falling shy of just right there. Like we saw Vivid at some point with like 2 eliminations. You would have thought he would have got the extra one he needed, but sometimes it just kind of plays out like that.
Exactly. Sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. Well, we have our winner from match 2. It's the one and only 72 hours on the line. How's it going, brother?
It's going good, man. I just won a game. I don't know if you saw it. It was pretty sick, though.
I actually didn't get a chance to see it, but I'm happy for you. I'm kidding. So let's talk about the end there, man. You had the 200 IQ play. You dropped the launch pad. You went sky high, found that player, topped off with that 50 HP. What was that just it, or were you just going up just to go up and try and stay alive as long as you can?
I knew I had a grappler. I had some extra shields, so I was trying to avoid everyone because there's a lot of psychopaths endgame, and as you saw, and it worked out. The 3 launch pads I found in a vending machine helped me see my way to the victory, so very happy with how it went.
What has been the game 1, game 2 now, the difference and what you've adjusted moving into each game? Like, what have you tried to tweak so that this way you can put yourself in a position like you did to get that victory royale?
Game 1, I tried to fight somebody early game, and he whooped me. And I was like, all right, I'm never gonna fight that guy again. I'm gonna avoid him. And then I did that, and I got to end game. So we keep doing that. Avoid that guy.
Do you try and mix up your drops? Do you like to go to one or two specific places, or because now that the update happened and there's so many new spots, you just try and mix it up and keep yourself on your toes?
No, definitely not. I try to claim a spot and hope everyone leaves me alone. That's the plan.
All right, you like to play that. You just like to hold it down.
As long as you leave me alone, I'll be happy.
All right, I respect that, man. You know, you got to do what you got to do. Well, listen, man, congratulations. Congratulations on your win, brother. Much love, and looking forward to see you in match 3.
All right, take care. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate the interview.
You have a good one, brother. All right, take it easy. That was 72 hours from Team Liquid getting the win in match 2. And, 200 IQ play. But sometimes these players, they're just like, yeah, no, I just did this thing and it worked out.
Yeah, he must have came across either a stone or like a wood launchpad vending machine, by the way. That kind of just worked out. And that's why like rotating into vending machines is so important too. It can really shake up your loadout. We've seen at one point someone had 2 Rift to goes. You don't really see players with 2 Rift to goes. Either you come across a vending machine or crazy stroke of luck.
Yeah, and I think that people underestimate the value of the vending machines. Because even for myself, right, as I'm playing, I don't really think in the back of my mind that I'm going to put these resources in to get this particular item. But with the way that the scavenger mode works and you get the plus 40% harvesting rate, might as well if you have some extra wood and some extra brick, and you're going to get that back relatively quickly, no?
Yeah, at one point we talked about like players are kind of like constantly at mat cap resource with the 40% buff. You just always see them like super stacked out, especially mids and early game. They're at 7, 5, and 3. 1,500 total pool. They have the resources to burn.
Yeah, that's right. And as far as the biggest bonus goes, who is looking good there? Well, no surprise. It's Legend In. He has 7 eliminations still. No one has caught up to him. The only one that got close, I think, was Slobbings.
He got to 6.
And that was without an Infinity Blade. He did that with some good old-fashioned gameplay.
Good old-fashioned snipes.
Yeah, it was really well done from Slobbings. Hoping to see more from him. And we want to hear from you guys. Use that hashtag Winner Royale. Very simple stuff. You go on Twitter, Instagram, wherever you decide to post your Fortnite stuff, your love. Go there. Use hashtag Winner Royale. Very simple. Let us know. What do you want to see in Game 3? Who do you want to see win Game 3? You can also tweet at myself, GoldenBoy2W, at MonsterDFace. We want to hear from you because we care.
I see it all.
We care. We care about you. He sees it all. He sees it all. He reads it all.
I read it. Okay. I write back to you guys. You see me.
I don't. All right. You come at me with that shade. Shade gets thrown back. I'm kidding. So exciting first and second game there, Monster. Not bad. I've been thoroughly entertained. I thought that a lot of players were just going to hack away with the Infinity Blade, but instead we've seen some great games so far.
No, yeah, we've really kind of started to trim down the fat from those previous heats. You went from top 200 to top 100, a lot cleaner, execution as far as the gameplay goes. Yeah, definitely.
Well, match 3 is about to begin. What will this game bring us? Lots of excitement here in the studio for the Winner Royale Grand Finals. $500,000 up for grabs. All these players vying for the top crown to be the champion, to get the biggest bonus, to bring home the cash.
They want it all.
They want it all, Monster. They want it all. And this is going to be a good bus here. It actually cuts right through the middle practically.
Yeah, it's the perfect kind of bus everyone's really hoping for. Doesn't exclude anyone as far as landing spots go. This is exactly what you want as a competitive player. And more importantly, you also want to land right on that Infinity Blade and take it and run, because we've seen how perfect it can be if you just have the, just a precise location as far as spawn goes. And it's going to be Loon, who's now looking to hook up that loadout. He's got the towers. Good old 1-2.
And Slobbings goes tilted. You also have Aiden here. Bear in mind, Loon.
And that feed just lit up real quick. Yep. I saw a Chap's name in there. I saw, I think, a Rue's name in there. I wasn't too sure.
Yeah, JT's out.
Yup. It just kind of popped off for a second there. And it's still
King's
going.
Out as well.
FH to God going off in the feed right now. Players are getting dropped. And if they're your favorites, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so sorry. We don't want to be those guys, but we have to be those guys. And I like that we started in tilted. because a lot of quality has come out of that POI. But we're going to move on over to the Divot for some more action with Prodigy Aces and Hydra. Hydra, who had some decent games, I would say, in Heat 2 yesterday.
He had a decent Heat. I'm actually really surprised Hydra doesn't push this. He showcased yesterday that he can be pretty offensive. I like what he did. He tried to, counter-rotate, but I don't think it was the right call, man. Prodigy's going to go ahead and get on there and top off with a med kit. Prodigy just escaping near death, really kind of lucky.
And I think Prodigy might believe that Hydra will still be inside of the facility.
Yeah, that's why he's kind of like peeking around here, but Hydra's trying to use that, how do you say it, counter... counter the counter.
This is good old-fashioned three-piece. That's really all that is.
It's just mind games right here. It's really what they're playing at this moment. So I think Hydra kind of realizes, hey, maybe he's not there. I think he chucks the dynamite.
Hydra is just trying to third-person around a corner, or third-person the entire view there so that he could get the jump on him. But
man, poor Kenneth changing his landing spot again. Now go to Broken House outside. So Tilted didn't work. Retail didn't work. Now he's back to the outskirts of Tilted, and it's Aiden who's just running around here looking for anyone to challenge him. His loadout is pretty okay. 6 dynamite can pretty much crack open any building in Tilted at this current standing. And he's got extra shields.
He's got some utility here if he needs to. Here's Kaizui, and that is going to send that player to the lobby. Dubs.
Oh, so I see why he throws the heart there, because his head was sticking through the plank, which means that he was able to fire on through that suppressed pistol. Talk about if you can hit to the face, it does a lot of damage.
Clarity versus Young Chung. Clarity knows that Young Chung's going to be below. Just wants to hack in so he can get in his face.
Yeah, Young Chung had a pretty decent games yesterday. We saw him a few times. Today, unfortunately, I've seen him in the feed just kind of being victim. Could have been victim to Clarity a few times. So Clarity probably just feeling like, hey, I have the upper hand here. I've won this, early game a few times. You want to keep landing here? I'm going to bring it to you.
Wants to make Pleasant Park his home, his town. It's going to be this battle if Young Chung wants to take it. He's got balloons, too. Balloons, the ultimate counter against the Infinity Blade.
True.
As my buddy Hysteria showed me yesterday on Twitter. That was pretty funny.
It's a pickaxe fight.
What is going on here? This is ridiculous. And JT tried to go for the blade. Chap, though, that's how Chat got the elimination on JT. So many players circling around, and Chat, does he pick it up? Oh, the Stormwing? Well, the Stormwing's not going to do anything. Legendian was not there to stop it. Chap has possession of the Stormwing. Oh, boy. That is one player. Do not want to have that weapon on.
Yeah, we saw what he could do with it yesterday. He was pretty much running a show, that's for sure, around his Heat. And he makes it to endgame, too, before getting eliminated by Saf. I remember that one clearly. Here's Spades. Pretty clean shot right there. Misses the second one, though.
Spades goes low, but Aspire's going to try and challenge it, see if he can get the wall replaced and get control.
Yeah, Spades kind of making the common move to try and go for the high ground real quick. Aspire showing that he is ready to take it to the air. Nice cone play there, and the full trap off.
Ooh.
But he counter edits, and Aspire pays for it. Too much building, not enough counter fire coming out of Aspire. But we changed that real quick because Spades gets chunked down.
Spades able to use the minis. Take him back in this one. Spire probably doesn't have anything to really work with. The harvest tool comes out. Can he get it? He's going to actually be able to throw down the ramp right in front of him.
Yeah, Spades is waiting for the edit.
Nice.
You cannot make those easy edits when someone like Spades is waiting for you to do it. His crosshair was already pre-placed. Easy shot right there. And it's Tom, Dez, Vacaros, and Rote. We've seen a lot of Rote, man. Rote's been successful in these battles, and it's because he plays smart. He's backing up here. Casts just cheeky shot on Tom Dez from the side. All him. We talk about playing smart. That's it right there.
And because of that, he'll be able to use the big shield potion.
Legendary pump shotgun, man. It's scary.
It's not a bad loadout right now. I mean, I think you'd want to ideally upgrade from that SMG, but that legendary pump, not bad at all. Vacaris is going to take a little bit of damage from that one, but
kind of an easy trade. I think another player just kind of landed in on this battle.
Yeah, Cold.
It's the
Cold's gonna be in
Stormwind
it.
too.
There's just a lot going on over here. You got Cold who wants to get in on the fun. He might be finding Rote. They're going to be near one another. Vicaros waiting. There's Cold. He has that heavy.
You know, we have quite the three-way battle going on here. Action pouring in. Rote. The savage edit on the window right there. Catches him off guard. Now relocating from Cold here. Nicely done.
Try again, Vicaros. Rote versus Cold is the battle we're going to be focused on. But Rote, as he breaks it, goes in for the challenge immediately, knocks the shields down. He's only going to have 90 HP. Rote's going to have the advantage, jumps around the corner, and with the legendary pump, right to the face.
And just like that, Rote picks up 3, making him earn himself a full point.
Slobbings versus Ghost Aiden yet again. Oh, the grapple
the
up.
Dodge.
Oh, and Aiden has been felled by Slobbings. Slobbings, the bane of Aiden's existence.
Slobbings really putting in good work at Tilted, showcasing that he can bring it to anyone in a close quarter engagement. That was a fantastic grapple play to dodge that RPG. And when you have a rocket launcher and you're that high up and you see a player on the low ground, you don't really anticipate them to have a grappler to dodge that. That was perfect.
And look at the way that the dodge came in from the grapple. The rocket was...
Pixel miss.
It was like, yeah, it was just like a buck rack, basically.
Yeah. Perfect miss right there.
That was just oh, you hate to see it happen for Aiden there, but
this is gonna be our first taste of like a super biased zone here. It's gonna go so north. Prior to this, it was mainly center, so this is gonna be pretty interesting how the southern players work their way up.
Imagine if the zone ends at the block.
Oh gosh,
there's nothing there.
Not yet.
Oh, there will be a lot of things there, but as it currently stands, there's nothing there. And Pearl tried to grapple up, but Kevy now is going to benefit from all of the goods. I want to upgrade some of these things.
Talk about a nice loot delivery, and Posick sees that there was something going on here, and he's out of there.
Yeah.
He is long gone now.
Kenneth versus Slobbings. Slobbings has been kind of a superstar here.
Oh, he hits the grapple on accident. Oh, the zip line, sorry.
Comes back
but it's all good. Stormwing's going to play to his benefit here. He sees Kenneth is on the run now, hitting the line.
We have not talked about the zip line at all. Yesterday it did not even come into play, but today the zip line was not to be outdone by the Stormwings and the Infinity Blades.
You know, that's why I mentioned that whole activation thing is like kind of crazy. Oh, is he gonna get edited on? He's waiting for the shot here, and the edit does not happen. He does have a grapple left. Still 4 shots. Slobbings wants this. This is worth a point right here, by the way.
Oh, he's gonna have control.
Clean trap play. He's trapping him in.
Oh, he goes in.
One more connection.
And Slobbings, that will be number 3 and a point. He has been on fire in match 3.
Man, I gotta say it. The players he's eliminated is pretty scary.
Yeah.
Kenneth, Aiden, and Pistola. All of these guys, slayers.
And okay, I'm also gonna give Slobbings a ton of credit too, because he looked like he got caught off guard by the zipline, and then in his mind was like, oh, wait a minute, I can actually make a play here because he's not going to expect me.
Exactly. He turns right back around, changes his momentum and direction, pulls out the hand cannon, starts breaking up structures. Baits Kenneth into exiting, and he says, ha, that's what happened to me, but I know exactly where you're going. He anticipated it.
Planned it beautifully, calculated from Slobbings. Probably our MVP of
so
games
far,
2 and 3.
Absolutely.
Thus far.
Jacob.
He's going to take all the goods.
That was a nice little shot right there. Heavy shotgun into following up with the AR. Very nice. Interesting. He drops the suppressed AR for the legendary Scar here. Oh, he's actually carrying all 3. So he replaced the slot because the normal legendary AR is really good for hip fire. A lot better than the suppressed version. The suppressed, obviously great for long range engagements and for third partying. So I love this loadout right here. It's actually really strong.
It's utilizing the legendary AR is kind of
as an SMG,
a pseudo
as a
SMG.
sidearm. Yeah, and it's actually a viable strat.
And Mr. Console Wiggs in the fight, and he succeeds.
Nice job for Wiggs here, now looking to run his way from the storm his loadout's a little hurt. We talk about using the suppressed AR as a sidearm. You really don't want it because the hip fire is pretty bad when you go full auto. He's hurting. If that's a heavy AR, lucky for him, it was not a heavy AR. He would have probably been gone already.
And he got tagged for white damage, so they know he has 1 HP. 1 HP in a dream. Is he going to be able to stay alive?
Everyone hears even a shotgun pellet will take him out.
Yes.
That's exactly what it is.
You literally just needed to throw a cotton ball onto Wiggs, and he would have fell in that one. A close range battle, and Slobbings, he gets the point, but he does not stay alive. Posick is going to be the one to send Slobbings back out. Here goes another replay.
Let's see what happened here. Oh, okay. So it was an actual AR connection right there. Pretty good, pretty good.
I think Saf was probably like, oh, that
you
was
gotta
easy.
be happy, right? You gotta be happy to land one hit marker and get a free elim virtually.
Thank you so much, everyone else in the game, for shooting at Wiggs. I'll gladly take the one elimination. Ghoul drops Nolan.
Here's Kevy. Gets off a med kit, makes the edit. Doesn't quite land it though.
Charges right inside of the 1x1, and Kevy stays alive.
Wait, what? Ethan, why? Why'd you do that? You didn't own any walls. That was so questionable. Kevy, known for having a good shot, by the way. So, yeah, he didn't miss once there. Well played.
I mean, I think he was also surprised.
You had to be surprised. He kind of hesitated on pulling out the heavy AR. Like, wait a second, you're here? Okay. Okay.
You actually came inside? Oh, all right. I think that's fine.
Ooh, Kai popping a chug jug just outside of Saf's radius here. Lucky Kai manages to buy himself some time to fully tank out. He probably just found it as well. Kevy wants to raise the distance and space between Saf. Looking for a free rotation around the metal junkyard here. The shipping containers.
The shipping yard. We have a couple of these in New York.
Yeah, definitely.
You know? Especially in my old neighborhood.
And it's Saf who's out now with the early rotation.
No one's going to be around to look at him move out.
Yeah, everyone's long gone. I think he kind of put up some pressure. There was fire already, so they wanted to move sooner rather than later. Chap is hoarding the blade here. Yep, the Infinity Blade. He has got himself 3 eliminations, fully healthy, fully capped on materials, basically. And what's up, Vix? How you doing over here? Have you met the Infinity Blade?
Yeah, Vix did now.
There you have
You're gonna learn today. Goes right in with the blade.
I think Chap knows that there's a lot of space in this area right now. This is where players typically do not battle. So Chap timed this almost perfectly.
It's got to be careful, though. Stormwing now flies in to try and put the pressure onto Chap, which is exactly what happens, and he's getting tagged up. He's going to have to move around. You see Nav low. He's usually in the air with the Stormwing, not this time, and Chap ends up going all the way down low, and Nav, no!
Ooh,
take to the skies, Nav! Take to the skies! He gets out of there.
So
he's going to take Chap with him.
It's crazy because, like I said before, this is the zone where, you know, typically it's like 2 minutes before an elimination happens. Chap's looking to catch a highlight. He's going to land on someone's Stormwing and take quick care of him. No one plays close enough to him.
And they don't know.
Lucky
clearly.
them. Yeah, you do not know what this guy's got.
But imagine if a Stormwing just lands on a, or he lands on a Stormwing, busts out the Infinity Blade.
If anyone makes a move, Chap's landing on him 100%. So it's probably going to be Psychic here. Oh, lucky he doesn't quite get seen by Chap. Chap's probably saying, you know what, I'm going to go back down here.
Might as well.
Likes the spot. He's going to buy himself some time.
No reason for him to have to move out.
That was pretty intense, man. He almost had him a little two-piece.
So glad Nav stayed alive.
Yeah, man. Nav's is having a pretty rough one so far. He's been getting taken out. Let's see if this game ends up turning in his favor.
22 seconds, excuse me, until the storm moves. And it's going to be in a good spot. You're going to have it kind of covered Tomato Temple a little bit, as well as the cliff sides. Oh, really some bumpy terrain around here.
Yeah, Jacob needs this one Elim right here to catch him with a point. Be careful of the trap play. Lovely usage.
Ooh.
And wow, he doesn't expect that the wall was broken.
He just needs one more, and he doesn't get it, and you gotta be so mad with yourself when that happens.
Yeah, it's all on him. He's gonna be eating himself up for that one, unfortunately. Yep, that's the one that gives you nightmares right there.
You get 2 eliminations, you're in a battle for your last one, and you think this is it, and it does not happen that way. J-Love, he got hit. Don't know where that was from. But here's Chap. One more again. Goes on
bop,
in.
Bop, shing, shing. Bye-bye, Bosick right there. He's going to take it out. Oh, no.
Sexro.
Sexro, too. Slow down, Chap, please. So now, if Chap picks up another elimination, he is going to be in the biggest bonus territory. Chap also utilizing that drop feature to, you know, pop some shields and stuff like that, bounce back a little bit quicker.
Oh, Chap. Always thinking a step ahead of the competition. One more, and he's tied for the biggest bonus. 2 more, the biggest bonus is his. And the rate that he's going and the amount of players that are left, you kind of sort of have to imagine that he's going to hit that.
Yeah, Chap was in 18th place with 1 point when we last checked him. This game definitely bumping him way higher now. If he breaks, you know, that biggest bonus territory, I don't think he's going to look back as far as the rest of the competition goes.
Haven't really covered some of the other players that you saw that were
Chap,
in
still
the top.
hopping around.
Yeah.
Breaking up builds.
And you wish that you could just open comms and say, he's over here. You just yell at everyone and tell them to just target the Infinity Blade guy, because that is the big dog in the yard.
Where he's parked himself as well is on the outermost area. Most players will go center with the Infinity Blade. He's actually looking for elimination still. He's at the very edge.
Chap.
And he catches someone.
Yep.
VMS, whoever that was
Kyle.
right there, goes down.
That was Kyle from VMS. Chap is going to be on the other side of this mountain.
He's lost a lot of health, though.
He has, but no one is going to go and target him because clearly they don't know. So he should be able to hide, stay alive, unless they start to run into him, kind of like the way Kevy might. Kevy was so close.
He squeaked on by there. Yeah, no one wants to, you know, come across Chap right now. But, you know, really, though, realistically, he's pretty weak. 1 pump can take him down right now.
But then you factor in that each second he's going to get 1 HP.
Yeah.
As soon as he finishes with 200, he's going to start gaining some shields.
So just taking a look at the world map here, players, key players like Vivid are still alive, Mitro still alive. They're looking to make a big rotation here because this zone is going southwest pretty hard right now.
Oh, 2 players actually landed right in front of one another. Didn't see who that was. Oh, Nistic and Mitro run into one another.
So hurt right now. So is Riversun. Cease is pretty much 1 or 2 pop away from getting eliminated. But I think Cease, yeah, he's just trying to hide here under that, you know, 3 layers of coverage, basically. He needs one more elim. He's just right there. He probably hears the effect.
Oh.
The ambience.
Wait a
Mystic
minute.
Picks up a sidekick. 5 eliminations. Rift to go pops off. He's going into the storm for it. Never mind. There's a player behind him.
And you're starting to see players use that Rift to go fake.
Ouch. He gets hit really hard there, but it's all good. The Grappler has 1 more shot left. He's ahead of the competition now. As far as rotations go, beautiful quad launch to reset that build right there. Still needs to reload it, though. He should push that player down as well, and that's a big chunky 80 to him as well.
5 eliminations. That's going to be number 6 on Spectro.
Spectro.
And Nistic. He's playing without a care in the world.
This is what the quad launcher can do to you. Break up any player. Chap gets hit right there.
He sees him.
Chap's on the run.
He sees
Chap
him.
gets taken out.
Nistic takes out Chap. The Infinity Blade is in play.
He's rushing it.
He's going for the blade, and
His
he
blade
picks it
now.
up.
Oh my gosh, he's got it.
That's going to give him the HP. That's going to give him a powerful weapon, but he needs to be careful not to get a little overzealous here. Nistic could win this game. He has 7
needs
elims.
to go for it. He's going for the biggest bonus here. Every elim's going to be a big point.
Huge moment for Nistic. Lining up another one, but that player's going to be able to run away. And this is what we were talking about before. A lot of players are playing very passive with the Infinity Blade. But this right here, jumping up and down, rips through all of the mats, rips through every single structure.
He's 30% faster than the competition as well.
But when you throw down a wall, you're able to at least fend off that swing. If he goes for it, the player had obviously no idea because he was running away from him.
Anyone to break down right now.
And you have to hear this blade, the sound of it. Mystic.
Bump Bomb gets destroyed by Tyler 15, it looks like. Actually, it's Clarity. Mystic takes out Clarity. Just after that, RPGs are popping off.
Oh.
Saf turns that around. He eliminates Vivid as well. He's in the lead.
2 for that one. Cease now on your screen. High Sky got Saf and Nav. We're down to the top 4.
It is going to go down. We have a low ground game between Cease and High Sky. Tyler putting pressure on the mid grounds on Vinny.
And you see the Infinity Blade in the back. This is not going to play a factor in this late game situation.
Cease got to be really careful for the edit here.
Ooh.
Oh, the pressure from what sounds like an AR.
He's got to use that shield.
Tyler's got to be so happy. He's getting uncontested right now.
Vinny. High Sky, Vinny with 2. Now it's going to be a 1v1, and Tyler is your winner from above. No worries. That's going to be the victory royale.
What an end game that was, Golden Boy, right there. Chap going crazy in the mid game with the Infinity Blade to then get picked off by our champion Mystic right there for a little bit.
Yeah. And also, I like that Mystic's that moment with Mystic was hilarious because he was taking shots at everyone. He had the quad launcher. He's just throwing down shots everywhere he possibly can. And then he sees Chap flying out. He says, wait a minute, that's the Infinity Blade.
Yeah.
And then he just lines it up, pop, 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 long distance, gets the elimination, and then runs right for the blade.
All the grapple shots.
Oh, man.
That was good.
That was a good one. That was a good one. We'll see who has the elimination biggest bonus. But for now, final moments. Let's see what happened at the end of that game. A little bit of a slower pace as well. Tyler had the high ground, and when it came down to that 1v1, he wasn't worried. He knew that he had it. Vinny, though, picked up 2 kills at the end there.
Yeah, that was big for him because that puts him at 5 eliminations, which is worth that second point. Not to mention, Tyler's a little lucky. He only had 18 shots in the magazine left for his AR, so it kind of just, the right cards were dealt.
You gotta,
how it happens.
Just gotta pray. You
gotta play it right.
You just got to pray in those moments. But Tyler's gonna be your winner for match 3. Now we got Sundown with his top 3 moments of the first half.
What's up there, Golden Boy? Man, those first 3 matches were so absurdly exciting. I could not have been more pumped for the grand finals and to see what North America was going to bring. We saw a mix of both Infinity Blade and some Stormwing action, but more importantly, I want to highlight some of the plays we've seen on the ground. So from match 1, it's a tale of what happened early and a tale of what happened late. First, we saw a little bit of Aiden Towers really coming to the fore. That pump shotgun shot is absurdly accurate, and seeing how he maneuvers in these close spaces is so impressive. Dropping down the trap to give him time to put down that shield, and he would have barely lived with 10 HP if it hadn't happened. Macwood, again, trying to put the pressure down. Aiden fighting out of these 1x1s is so precise, so accurate, and he does not give up. Now on the end game, Outlet Live showing just how good he could be. We saw it yesterday. Takes both control of the wall and then replaces right away, dropping the shotgun shot in as well for number 5, and here was number 6, Elam. That compact SMG putting the shots down on top of him, able to drop, and he is the one dictating the action the entire time. Incredibly impressive out of both of the veterans in match 1. Match 2, you want to talk about how to make a name for yourself in the Winter Royale? Look at Slawbanks. He got a shout out yesterday for his ability to fight against that Infinity Blade early, but his match in 2 was nuts. What he was able to do with that heavy sniper and what he was able to do with the shotgun in close range, particularly in tilted, was really impressive. Let's take a look at that. So you see here just how patient he is with that snipe. He'd been hanging out on that corner and waiting. And notice again with each one of these snipes, he's wait till he's farming. At the last second, he flicks it back over. That's going to be a trend we see with both of those. And this is the close quarters fights we talked about. Aiden, just how good he was. We highlighted him in the last clip. Slavin gives it right back to him. Aiden's able to hit that pump, but Slavin does not hesitate at all. And again, here's this quick little flick we were talking about. He sees the person there, boom, right away, lines it up, and then snaps his cursor. You can see it right here as he lifts that up. It was just incredibly impressive, and he stays with it the entire time. It is not just those snipes. He's able to run through and utilize the rest of his kit as well to be incredibly effective, and it's nice to see him carry it over from the first qualifier into the grand final. Now, for match 3, we saw him on the victim of the other end of that snipe, but Row at DW, man. some really, really, really incredibly impressive play in the tight 1-by-1. So let's take a look at this. He's making sure that he's building himself around here and looking for an angle, using that legendary pump. Boom, clears out Tom Dez right away. As he's going for the loot, he knows he has control over that wall. And you see, he lines his shot up ahead of time, moves his character out of the frame for when he edits so Vakairos can't trade back onto him. And then as he slides his body over, boom, pump right to the face. It could not have been any more perfect. So that was 1, that was 2, and now we will see number 3. As he's building up here, it's incredibly impressive because he's able to then get the angle, hit that pump shot, and then clear it out. That could have not been better, particularly after Slobbing taking him out in match 2, streaking together 3 elims to get that point. Really well done, gentlemen. Back to you, Golden Boy.
Sundown, you are a pleasure as always. Thank you, brother, for your top 3 plays. Been some crazy moments, but let's see the standings. What do we have right now, and who's in the lead? So it's going to be Tyler 15 with 6 points. Legendian has moved down a spot, but still has 6. Nistic has moved up to 3rd place. I actually have, so my good buddy, Chris Puckett, the one and only, the legend himself, who also took a clinger to the face of the Stream Invitational, told me on Twitter, Nistic is actually one of his old 2v2 buddies back in his competitive days. I, for the longest time, was like, who is Nistic? Like, this has to be the same guy. Turns out it is. This guy's been competing for ages. I mean, he's kind of like a dinosaur like myself, so this is really nice.
And now it's a 3-way tie for 1st place, by the way, for 6 points. And there's a 4-way tie for 4th through 10th. Or something like, or math, dude. But they're 6th through 10th. Like, it's going down right here. These guys are really competing. Everyone wants to hit top 20.
You and I are both Boricuas from New York. The public education system there has failed us. All right.
Oh, no. Exposed.
Exposed.
And here is the tiebreaker stats for 1st and 2nd Golden.
Oh, wow. Okay, so the eliminations, victory royales, the points, all the same. But for Tyler and Legendian, it's been about placement and time alive. Tyler has that just a smidge over Legendian.
Crazy to see, like, victory royales even, eliminations even, just barely alive in one game. That's going to bump him up to 1st.
The top of the mountain is looking pretty stacked so far. What a day this has been. Some great games, and most eliminations is now an updated. And it's going to be Nistic. Yes, so Nistic has 9 eliminations. I just went on my rant about Nistic. So congratulations right now. Because you never know what can happen.
That one's looking pretty solid. I think that's right in the ballpark of where it should be for the top 100 in North American region. I don't know if we're going to see those teens shenanigans again. It was kind of crazy.
I love, Monster, how you are so positive and
I think
so sure of yourself.
I think so.
Do you not remember that a dude picked up 13 eliminations yesterday?
But remember, we shaved down the fat a lot from the previous heats. The games are a lot different now. I think players are feeling comfortable out there. I think 9 is going to take it.
As a fat man, words hurt, but he's right. This is the best of the best in competitive Fortnite, going toe-to-toe for your entertainment. We hope you're having a good time, and we're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, it's time to start the second half and determine who will be your winner of the Winner Royale. We'll catch you in just a little bit.
Astro, and I want to share my custom settings with you all. So for my mouse sensitivity, I have 400 DPI, and for in-game I have 0.14 for my X, and then I have for my Y 0.15. My mouse targeting sensitivity is 42, and my mouse scope sensitivity is 43. HUD scale is usually set at 1, but I have it at 0.65 so I can see more of my screen, and my HUD is smaller so it doesn't get in the way. Another thing that's out of the ordinary for me is sprint by default. Not many people have that. I have that on now, and I have turbo building on. Turbo building allows you to hold mouse 1 to just keep building instead of you having to click for each material that you want to build. So for my hotkeys, I have sprint not bounded because I have the auto sprint on, so I sprint with W, just holding W. I have my auto run here, so it's more easier accessible instead of using equal. I have my harvesting tool at X. It's felt most comfortable, and that's where it ended up being. My wall is on my thumb mouse button 2. My floor is on Q, and my stairs are on thumb mouse button 1. My roof I have as C. My trap is Z. My repair/upgrade, which is usually the edit key, I have it as G. My building edit is left shift. I have this now since I do not use my left shift anymore to run, so I had this empty and it fit perfectly. Those are my custom settings, and I hope you find use for them.
That's disappointing. This guy's outside. I'm about to clip it and clap me. He has a shotgun. Do I have extra vision? Yes, I do.
The first half is behind us. Now it's time to look on to matches 4, 5, and 6 and determine who will be the winner of the North American Winter Royale. You got Golden Boy and Mas D-Face on the horn, aka Mr. Fortnite himself, as we get ready for the action. And let's take a look at the standings one more time in case you're just joining us for the first, because you know, some of these games have been pretty sick. You have Tyler 15, first place, Legendian in second, Nistic in third, and then some familiar faces creep up there like Chap, 72 Hours, Cease, and even guys who are not all that popular or famous, like Slobbings.
It's crazy though. The amount of like same points in the top 10, they're all battling to, you know, take that next step in the prize bracket, which it's a lot to battle for every rank.
That's right, and it gets crazier the names that you start to see as we go further and further down. One guy in particular that I got to highlight is Aiden, who has been victimized on Tilted by Slobbings, and I can't believe it. You talk Tilted Towers, you have to talk about Aiden, and yet Slobbings is matching him each and every time, and I still think Aiden's one of the best players in the game, hands down, but Slobbings, man, you are clearly someone that should not be taken lightly.
Golf clap. Golf claps. No, way to make a name for yourself. I love the fact that, you know, this guy's getting the stage, the platform, and he's taking advantage of the opportunity. He's really, really putting on a show. Someone actually tweeted at me a little while ago, and they were saying, like, oh, I'm really looking forward to seeing, let me see if I can find it here, Ghost Aiden do really well, and, you know, but that's going to be me one day. But actually, I'm going to give a shout-out to FNRB Michelle, who tweeted at me and said it, and I find this to be pretty awesome because 9.2 million people signed up. They just queued up to play a qualifier game and see and try their luck. So many new names are creeping up in the Winter Royale, and this open format has allowed this to be a possibility. Next time Epic does it, it could very well be you. And here is how it works. So 3 to 4 eliminations get you a point. 5 to 6 eliminations get you 2 points. 7 elims, 3 points. Big bonus, after each point you get, 7 eliminations onward, you get a point for that. That's big. Yeah, we've seen that really shake up the board as far as, you know, pushing players up to the top. And not to mention, if you can get yourself some placements, it's going to be huge as well. 4th through 10th is going to be 1 point. 2nd and 3rd is going to be 2 points. Victory for Royale is going to be a big old 3. Man, 3 massive points. And then the prizing. What are these players playing for? Oh, yeah, $500,000 in money, $75,000. I'm going to keep adding more money into it. I mean, Epic surely has no problem with that. $75,000 for first. Second place takes $60,000. Third place, $45,000. And then it trickles down from there. The biggest bonus, though, as you see at the bottom of the Winter Royale logo, $20K. For whoever gets the most eliminations in a single match. Now, we say the points is the big bonus. We like to call that the biggest bonus. It was made by him. He was the one who said it. Shout out to Zeke. Yeah. Okay, so actually then we'll give it to Zeke. Well, we miss you, Zeke. Wow. All right. Now it's time to get ready for match 4. So many storylines, so many opportunities, so many things that can happen in this game. We want to hear from you. You saw it just a little while ago. Hashtag Winter Royale on Twitter, on Instagram, Facebook, wherever you decide to post your stuffs. Go there, use that hashtag. Let us know what you think. Do you think that Aiden's going to be able to survive out of Tilted Towers with Slobbings basically having his number? Or will players like Nistic continue to add on, maybe get 10 eliminations? Who's going to be able to take the biggest bonus and net $20,000 extra in the bank? So many questions, but the good news for you people at home is that we got the answers. We're going to go in a game right now. Here we go. Game 4. Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, that was an awesome, you know, quick little re-energizer here, guys. We have 3 more action-packed games ahead of us. And we're breaking it down to the top 100. Where are you going to land? You see those bones? Yeah, it's all types of stuff going on over here. Wait till it all maybe thaws out, man. That's my prediction. I know, isn't it the theory that like it's gonna melt? I like it because we're like not Epic employees. We're just commentators. We can make stuff up. So we can make it. We can do whatever we want. You know, just whatever we see fit. I love that we're coming in first with Chap because Chap has had a nice streak when it comes down to taking that Infinity Blade early on. And we talked about last game a great bus. This one, not so much. It's a Western split. No, and for anyone going Polar Peak to try and grab that blade. Probably their shot. It's already happening. Drop. It's already happening. Whack, oh no, knees. Whack, whack. Oh, he's out of here, dude. And there we go again. Oh no. But Chap has shield.
Oh,
what are you doing?
He wasn't able to stay alive.
Oh, it's Flossin.
Oh, but Flossin, I think Flossin. Oh, Flossin actually picked him up from up top, and then Aspire has the power, and the Infinity Blade is his. Goodbye.
Yep, that man is long gone now. I think we might have hit him with a little bit of Caster's Curse. Chap, love you, brother. I won't do it again.
Oh man, this has just been nuts. This whole game, like, yeah, I get a call from Epic. They're like, "Hey man, you want to come commentate some Fortnite?" I'm like, "Heck yeah, man! I've been wanting to do pro Fortnite forever." And then I just get this opportunity to call the most insane things with this Infinity Blade. You get pickaxe eliminations. It's just been wild.
That's the magic of Fortnite. You really never know. Not only you never know, what game's gonna be, like what's gonna happen to the game itself. Because yeah, this time around, everyone was bombarded by a nice surprise.
It's an ever-evolving game, Fortnite, and these players just gotta roll with the punches here. And as far as drops are concerned, there was a name that popped up there that I do want to talk about, and that's Kenneth. Kenneth has changed his drop location so many times, but he's back on Tilted Towers, and I respect that.
Honestly, he might be a little lucky this time. Aiden mysteriously vanished to El Spectro, who has the 1 elimination. So El Spectro, we got to catch up with him earlier today.
No way.
Yeah, he's gone, dude. So maybe Kenneth will have us a chance this time around. You saw Spire hopping around with that Infinity Blade nearby as well. But he doesn't seem like he wants to battle.
And then EMV, as I've dubbed him on Reddit, Elon Musk Vivo TV. This guy, there's a video on the Fortnite competitive Reddit right now that is so awesome of him qualifying. You hear us in the background say it. He made it in number 50, literally squeaked by to get to this point. And massive for EMV. I'm happy for him. I hope that he can continue on and have a good performance here. But against Chaotic, this is going to be challenging. Chaotic, a very good player.
Yeah, he's looking to full shield up here. Elon, unfortunately, does not notice that there is a pot right above him as well. Chaotic, he has nothing to lose here. He's got to go for it with the, oh man, that bomb loadout right there.
EMV's going to be in a rough spot.
This is a standoff here.
He hears him. He knows he's there. And EMV's just been playing it cool.
And by the way, if you're into like happy, screams, you'll love the video.
Yes. Yes. Full warning to all of our viewers.
Headphones
off.
Turn them down.
or you turn the volume down, one or the other. So Chaotic is just getting control. That's what Chaotic's doing here. Getting control, owning all of the floors, all of the walls, and that if he needs to edit out, he totally can. But EMV's actually going to go for it, and
he's going to meet one.
Yeah, that was a rough one. Pumped right to the face. And then, you hate to see that one happen. He'll have to go back to the lobby. Here's Flossin again, looking for number 5.
5 eliminations this early. So, Polar Peak, although Flossin hasn't gotten away with the Infinity Blade, he is putting a name down on Polar Peak.
And Flossin is not known as a guy who wants to chase after 1v1s. He said it himself, but he's just not that kind of person. So for him to have 5 eliminations,
confidence,
massive for Flossin.
Confidence is there for sure. El Spectro fully tanked out. Kenneth watching that battle. Zexro, notorious for the aggro, coming in on Ripmate, who's hidden down below here. Zexro trying to use his tracking skills, and that cone right there is going to be the reason Zex is going to be on you now.
Careful with that zip line, by the way. Just throwing that out there.
I think that was a headshot from a Stormwing right there. Zexro just got pinked. No.
I think it was actually a person third-partying.
Oh, it's Vide.
Yeah, Vide was third-partying this one, so now Zexro is going to have to build a 1-by-1 and keep himself out of harm's way. Rip is still going to be low. Yeah. Vide has a high ground. Anthony's creeping around the corner. Anthony could get him if he's not careful.
Dude, Vide is connecting so hard here. 2 hand cannon shots so far.
Anthony's right there.
Anthony is watching this, looking for the perfect opportunity to hit Vide here. Vide's got the pressure in his pocket, though, man. With the hand cannon, he can bully through any build. And there it is.
Oh, and he's going to just charge right in there and shut down Ripmate. But the dynamite now in play, that's going to be courtesy of Anthony. Vide is going to be very low on HP. He's going to have to try and defend himself, but Anthony charges right in. And with authority, party is going to pick up his first elimination. Zexro, though, still standing across the valley.
Honestly, courtesy to Zexro right there to, you know, slow off Anthony, but it just wasn't enough, man. Vibe's so hurt. And now Zexro's in a really weird position here. Kind of natural low ground, but if Anthony crosses over, he'll give up his dominant position. Yep.
And yeah, and he has a circle behind him, so if he needs to move, he can with no problem. Just needs to be careful.
Yeah, I like what Zexro's doing here, just retreating to the natural high ground. You really want to use that. And Bloom coming in hot. Bloom, Riverson, and Kenneth is going to take care of Spectro right there.
He's going to be able to stay alive, but the pesky Storm Wings are going to be up above, and that's going to hurt Kenneth as well as the Stink Bomb. So it's more the Stink Bomb that does the damage to Kenneth. The Storm Wing that was shooting was destroying all of his mats, all of his walls, all of his flooring.
I don't know if Parallel Ando wants to do this here. This is not the player you want to push.
He's getting third party from the left as well. He's going to have to get out.
He's one shot now. Kenneth cleans that up for a full point there. This is exactly what Kenneth wanted. And to no surprise, Aiden's not here anymore. So suddenly, Kenneth is the most dominant force in Tilted Towers.
Monster, the player that was shooting and trying to get the third party was Flossin.
Uh-oh. No, Flossin doesn't want to take any super clean battles. He kind of said it before. He knows his playstyle. Riverson making his way to the other side of the map, wrapping up Hansen here. Nav on Twitch has got to be a little bit upset. He kind of got that one snatched from him.
Nav has not really taken to the skies, and I'm a little shocked about that because he was doing that so much in his heat. Perhaps he just hasn't been picking up the Storm Wings, and other players have been getting to them quicker.
Here's Flossin on a hard rotation center map at the moment. Loadout looking a little sketchy, if I'm going to be honest here, but maybe he's going to upgrade here with that pump. And there it is. Nice. Oh, is he a tactical shotgun user?
Well, listen, I'm going to be...
He's a tactical shotgun user, so he's going to...
Tac shotguns also?
You like the tac.
I like the tac. I'm sorry. I know everyone's going to give me crap for it, but
you know, honestly, there's a community out there. Small, you know, there's a community out there of tac users, man. You guys are special.
There's a Discord for tactical shotgun users, okay? Can I get an invite to the tac cord, please?
Dude, you see that little glowing arm on Tom Dez?
I wonder what that is.
That's the Infinity Blade, brother. He's hunting.
And he has 2 eliminations.
He's at height level as well. Here's Saf, just super intense standoff. Jacoby does not want to move. Saf doesn't want to give it up either, but with a little rotation to make here, he's going to go ahead and get on out of here. Man, max materials on Ghost Saf as well. That's really, really nice. Yeah, Jacob is just sitting there. He's like, you know what? You get on out of here, man. I'm going to wait it out, dude.
Yeah. You want to fight? Nah, I don't really want to. If that's okay with you, I'd rather use my Rift to go if I can bail out.
Man, Riverson is on at least 2 eliminations, I think, and he's looking to get another one. Flossin ready to shoot anyone in the back, but I think Prodigy Ace is going to beam him.
Yeah, this is not good for Flossin. He's just got to stay alive here. If he's able to do so, he can continue to add on to his bonus of getting those eliminations, but Riversan jumps in and will send Flossin back to the lobby.
Dude, that hand cannon is scary. The amount of pressure you can put on into builds. Riverson catches a free one. He's going to get on out of here looking to reset.
Instantaneous with it. Look at Riverson. He used that hand cannon to destroy that wall right away, and then Flossin could not get the wall up quickly enough. Now Nav is going to be below EMAD here as we jump over to the action happening at hand. 55 HP, some bandages, but he won't be able to really use much out of this one. 14 HP as well, Monster.
Riverson, oh no, it's actually T-How who's beaming his way through the builds, who chunks down EMAD, man. EMAD came into this battle as a third party with shield. Not anymore, man. He's really getting hurt. T-How's trying to pretty much push these guys off of the builds. If he connects, it's gonna hurt. Nice play by Nav. Gets blocked out by EMAD, though, with a crazy quick
I wonder if that was actually intentional to throw down the flooring there. EMAD's going to jump down. Nav is going to have to play defense and turtle up a little bit, top himself off with the minis. And EMAD can't use it either. No one can use that jump pad there.
Oh, into the build he goes.
Nav, though, stays alive long enough. 59 HP, and he still will have the minis to use, but Syllable is full 100-100 on the blue and green.
Yeah, Syllable's not too sure if he wants to jump into this build anymore. You don't quite know with the heal back system. Here's Nav on the defense, who makes the edit.
9 HP!
And Ena just kind of walked into him, man. That was a clutch one.
Big moment for Nav.
Nav is gone.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Syllable nearly catches that pick right there.
That was Sloppings probably would have hit it. I'm kidding. Emad, that was a tough shot. Players going up on an incline over a mountain like that, there's just some awkward movement. Here's Sean making his best Flossin impression known inside of Fatal Fields.
He is hidden at the moment, and I like, using that little trick to ADS right there to kind of peek on out, get some, little bits of information. That's Zexra, who's in the sky at the moment, shooting down on builds. R2 dubs over to his right-hand side. Jacob finally making a move to get closer to the zone as well.
Look how many players are left alive, Monster. 45, but we're just going into the third circle.
Yeah, things definitely have taken a slower pace here in Game 4 of the finals heat, guys. And unfortunately, we haven't even seen much PvP from Symphony. I think Symphony's been trying to play for placement, and maybe that's kind of working against him. He's a really good 1v1er. I kind of feel like he's just got to step it up, get a little more confident with the engagements.
Uh-oh.
Here's Sean rotating right into Dubs. Oh, Dubs in a 1-by-1 though. He's not using...
I thought he was in the grass and we were gonna have the epic grass battle.
By the way, I'm absolutely loving the wraps on these weapons, man. It makes it look so festive.
I know. I tweeted that I want Epic to give me a gold wrap. Full gold, nothing else. I don't think it's going to happen, and I don't think I'll be I think Ninja and will probably be the one to get it first before I do.
Yeah.
But, this is the life I live.
That's the life, man. So
I think everyone will get it first before I do.
FaZe Funk Bomb hanging out in the low ground here. I think Tweefo owns a lot of these builds. Tweefo is another scary player. He will charge you with a pickaxe and take quick care of you. So you have to be careful from the pump pickaxe combo.
Oh, and the fight's going to start now. Tweefo's going to be a little weak. Has to play this one smart. And he's going to get dominated by Funk Bomb there. Edited out, and Funk Bomb was ready for it.
Yeah, honestly, sometimes you make those predictable ramp plays. Funk Bomb saw it through the build and aimed that crosshair, lands a shot.
Jumped on that moment. Here's the moment from Funk Bomb's POV. Waited, edited, and then
he saw he was ADS already to make sure all those pellets are going to be in a nice tight cone when he presses it to your chest.
He owned that wall, but he owned the steps. That was just great predictive gameplay. He's been in that moment so many times. Just kind of have to anticipate it.
That's kind of what pros are known for, playing with their backs against the wall. They'll hit those shots pretty consistently, and they'll bait you towards them, giving you the the impression that you're gonna make this hit, right?
I don't know if you noticed, but Hydra just did an good old-fashioned check your corners.
You have to.
Because you never know if someone's gonna throw down a trap in there and end your day. But there's Hydra. I think someone tweeted me saying they wanted to see some more Hydra. I'm sure we'll get some if he keeps on playing the way that he has.
I mean, Hydra's had a little bit of airtime today, man. For all the Hydra fans out there, we're trying to showcase the fan faves. Got you guys.
Look at our observers.
What's up, Hydra? He's got himself a nice nest of space to work with here. 1 elimination, 2 shots.
And he's got nades.
He's bringing it to Vinny now. I like what he's doing. He's actually going back and forth that loop out to bring those splodes up to the safe zone here. And now pressure's on Vinny.
He's just chucking those grenades.
He's waiting for one to connect. He's going to get in there.
There's been no chill with those nades.
That's a great grenade right there, too. Ooh, so close to Vinny.
Vinny, or I should say Hydra, kudos to you, my friend, for having that Aaron Rodgers arm just sending those nades flying.
It looks like Zexra was just taking out his aircraft vehicle as well. Hydra, we just talked about him bringing stuff from the storm. He is using all of this loot to his benefit. I like it.
So look at his loadout. He has a few med kits, he has some shields, but he also has that SMG on the floor. He has some decisions to make here. Do you go for more weaponry, or do you try and bring more utility? Do you drop the stink bombs? What do you do, Monster?
I keep the stink bombs. This is an elimination format, a game. You can see players, opting to play aggressive, especially at the end game. Stinkers are so good for that, to really push players in directions. You can dictate battle really nice with Stinker. So he's going to use that med kit, drop it, take the SMG, and kind of roll on. And then that's also why he was going back to recycle the grenades and all that stuff. He has a lot of space to work with.
Now, Fatal Fields.
Armon popping a Chug Jug in the back. R2 Dubs coasting over here. I think he just dived in out of nowhere, and he's moving right past Sean. I don't think Sean's going to give him free cover here.
No, not at all. He's right in front of him.
Look at him aiming that crosshair through the wall. He kind of has an idea of where he is. It's Hydra who's back on the offense here.
Back in the fight. Let's see if Hydra's going to be able to come out on top with this one.
Yeah, it looks like he did manage to use the Stinkers in this battle. All 3 of them already, so the player above him has to be hurt.
Yes.
Yeah, look at that. Kyle pulls off the big shield. Hydra now trying to gain complete control of the bottom layer of this maze of builds here. Kyle surprisingly going on a little bit of offense, hovering over top.
May not be the best play for him to make. Hydra's going to poke again, see if he can bait him out, get some shots, see if he can get some knowledge on that as well.
Yeah, Hydra's feeling really comfortable right now because he's the player that pushed everyone off, so he knows he has free reign over this battle here.
And Kyle jumps down. He does not have the HP to take this fight, but he has to move. He has no choice because the storm is going to be right behind him. So he's kind of just waiting, but then you have shots coming right in front of him. Because of that, he needs to play a little bit more defensively. He also has to be a little slow on his movement. There's so many players that are looking at him.
Players, Zexro and Vinny, who are holding these guys out here. Hydra is not the player being targeted because he's pretty healthy. Kyle's already shot a few times.
And he keeps protecting himself, whereas Kyle has not had that many opportunities. He's been setting up these L boxes and then putting down the ramp so that he can get some angles, get something going, or maybe just keep himself at the very least awares of what's been going on.
That's it. Kyle's utilized his last material right here. He has to go for the gunfight. Can he land a shot when it matters? Now weaving in and out of builds. This is his last one right here. And
he owns it.
Oh, it was Hydra's. He jumped into Hydra's box.
Did you see that? He owned the wall. He knew that. He had every idea of where Kyle was. And then Hydra said, oh, you just want to go ahead and take my box? Okay, that's cool. I own that. I'm going to edit it and I'll get it.
Mistake there. He should have just went toe-to-toe. It was probably all he could have done. But Hydra still in the game.
Thank you for the mats. Thank you for the HP. Right? I mean, that's all you got to say there. Tom Dez has the Infinity Blade. He's only got 2 eliminations, but he's making a lot of noise in this part of the game.
The players that decide to fight in mid-game with the Infinity Blade are the ones that find a lot of success, but Tom Dez is getting targeted, choosing the wrong battle to ping here.
And if you're shooting at Tom Dez, you saw that you were getting white HP, so a couple more shots.
He wants this.
He's got to defend himself. But this guy knows exactly where Tom Dez is, and he's just turtling up as much as he possibly can so that he can get the benefits of that health over time.
Yeah, with every second, he's only getting stronger and stronger, and the push is coming towards him. It's actually Zexro. I think, yeah, Zexro is he's a wise player. As much as he probably wants that Infinity Blade, he realizes that, hey, if I get to high ground right here, I'll be all right.
Tom Dez is going to get chucked again, and Tom Dez is out. Rux is going to get the elimination on Tom Dez. Here's Nav's perspective, though.
Oh, gosh.
Kiwi face. No, that's a pump to the face. Goodbye.
All right, bye-bye for Armada. Kiwi face right there. Just kind of got caught slipping. Didn't realize he wasn't in control of that sidewall. That's what happens when you try to, you know, save resources by cutting corners. It will backfire. Here's LTK11. First we see of him on a really, or LKT, excuse me. Letters, math. It's been a tough one.
It's been a long day, people. LKT.
Oh man, 72 still alive.
Yes, 72 staying alive is pretty big. Here's Hydra, by the way. You like the way I did that one? Look at his name. That was nice.
Another edit play for Hydra on Kevy1. So clean. Hydra making a nice little highlight reel for himself. Votes takes care of the LKT, LTK11, and now the move is on for the Storm here. Volts showcasing that he can turtle build, and he actually makes a little mistake here. It's going to cost him. Shot to the back. Is he going to wait for the shot? He can. You have to kind of go for it.
Oh, and Anthony will make him pay. Another update for a player we've been following this game. Hydra has been eliminated. Starting to see the feed come up with some big names such as Sean.
I'm not going to lie, I like Zexro's position, but his material count is not that great, and I think he realizes it. He has to go on the offensive now to pick up materials off of eliminations.
He's going to need to save some of those materials for when he descends down, if he does go on the aggression.
He is slowly but surely trickling down. We don't even know if the Infinity Blade was repicked back up, so this might be a platform that isn't going to be much, stable for much longer.
72
Good shot
hours.
right there.
Oh, that's nice. He's going to get the resources, but is he going to be able to stay alive? Zexro, he's going to dive right in.
He actually wasn't able to confirm that. Someone snatched that one from him.
I thought he was, but I thought he got it.
That's going to be the difference right there.
Yeah, that's very rough.
J-Love, and who just landed on top of him? Was that Envy Linane going for the ultimate high out of nowhere? Exec in the kill feed right now, or Psychic in the kill feed right here, and it's going down. J-Love's on the run for his life here. There is a player above him. He's going to try and knock this player down to fall damage. Doesn't quite land it.
14 players are going to remain 12 now, as a matter of fact, and J-Love's going to find one in front of him, going for the fight. At this point, you just got to make the shots happen, and it's Prodigy Aces who will secure the elimination. Matios is going to be right below him. Psychic's going to be underneath, and I think Psychic has the Infinity Blade. You see him jumping around like a crazy person down low.
Yeah, he's definitely in a good position, but he doesn't have any shield
Psychic's
left.
down. Psychic's down. Vinny gets his redemption, and he's going to be able to take out Psychic, so the Infinity Blade not in play at the moment, but maybe Psychic is going to be the one to grab it and now use it to his benefit.
I love the material con Linane. He just took the high ground. He's so loaded right here.
Vinny's going to get eliminated now. Prodigy Aces.
Linane going for the mid-ground play at the moment. 6 players remain. People are looking for the placement point right here. Not anymore. 72 is going to take quick care of Prodigy Aces.
Can 72 Hours get another victory royale in this game?
I don't doubt it. Oh no, it's Mateos is going to end that reign right there. Mateos needs one more elim. He's in top 3. He gets paid for, placing at this point.
Funk Bomb.
So hurt.
Funk Bomb and Nolan Mateos. Last 3 players left alive in match 4.
I like Mateos is going to the low ground. I like this right here. Nolan's going to take care of Funk Bomb, and now it's a 1v1. Circles closing nice and tight here.
2 players that we haven't really seen all that much of in the Winter Royale Grand Finals.
Mateos looking to fake out Nolan.
He's going to go outside.
In the storm just a little bit.
Could that be the thing that costs him?
It can work. He's trying to fake him out.
He keeps trying to just...
Nolan goes a little bit higher now. Nolan's feeling the pressure.
He keeps blocking him every time he tries to move out.
These edits are very clean. There's a tree in the way.
The pesky trees. You never want to see the trees there. Make a door. Keep on. These players are just
going to land the shot?
Trying to get control, but Mateos is going to actually step out first. He edits out, and you know that the panic's starting to come on in. He needs to knock him down from this platform, and he's going to land right in front of him. Mateos is going to be in a 1v1 now against Nolan, and he comes up clutch for the victory royale. Wow. Knock ops. It's got to make you happy,
Definitely. But more importantly, to not choke. Land the edit when it matters. 20 HP. That was 2 tick. He had no more time left on the storm there.
Well, he owned that ramp, dropped him down immediately. You were saying to clean edits, but there were some moments where Mateos was like,
at the end there,
he's like, oh, you gotta get the edits going.
I can imagine. He must have been shaking. I can imagine.
Can you believe it? A guy like Mateos, who has been up and down throughout the heats, up and down in the finals, and to secure this victory royale, get 3 points, that's going to put him in the discussion.
That was his 3rd elimination as well, so he gets an elim point too.
It's 4.
That one was worth 4.
That's good. That's good. All right, final moments. Let's see. That was absolute insanity. And typically when we get to the final moments, you kind of see a bunch of players, but this was
a 1v1.
An epic build battle. What Fortnite is all about.
Yeah, that was a clean showcase of just back and forth, kind of micro, editing, blocking, and opportunity, right? These guys are being opportunists here, and I thought the trap play was going to happen and that was going to be it, but he goes for the edit instead.
As soon as he fell, he jumped up, ramp came out, and Mateos knew that he had that slight upper hand. But but he didn't have
if
the
I'm
HP.
Nolan there, I jump out and just go for the one pump YOLO. But hey, man, when the pressure's on, the performers are gonna perform. So there you have it.
And he also had that wall behind him. It looked like